Hello, my wonderful people. Hello, my good friends, family, well wishers. Good evening from my time. It can be good morning to you. It can be good afternoon to you. It can be good night to you. But the most important thing is you are welcome to BNILOMS channel. Here I represent the BNILOMS Digital, a digital place where immigrant women and overworked professionals comes together to rub minds together to plan, to implement, and to create multiple sources of income alongside their paid job. If you're joining me for the first time, you are highly welcome. Are you a return member? Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And can you please go to the comment section and tell me your name and where you are watching me from, because I would like to personally welcome you to our today's topic. Today we are discussing something I have already discussed with my Igbo speaking group. What could change if you stop waiting? Your next chapter starts with one step. Yes, we are human beings, and most times we delay. So let me ask you this question. What could change in your life if you stop waiting? Not next month, not next year, not when the children are older, not when you have more income or more money, not when you feel completely ready. But what if you simply decided to take one small step today? Ask yourself, did something appear to your senses, to your spirit 5 years ago, and you have that feeling, I want to start this thing. This is something good I can do along with my paid job. But suddenly, taking the action, taking the step to start that thing becomes a problem, and you give up or you give excuses. You say, oh, now I don't have time. I will wait till next year, or I will wait till my children get older, or I will wait till I have enough money. And you have been waiting for 5 years. Ask yourself, had you started that 5 years ago, what could your life be today? I would like to hear your opinion in the comment section. So that's what I want us to deliberate upon this evening. Because sometimes we are not actually waiting for the right opportunity or the right, or we are waiting to be ready or to feel ready. And the truth is, we will never feel completely ready. I don't think there's anything anybody has really done on this planet Earth that he waited and completely felt ready to start it. Let's take, for example, tell me a child that never cried the first day either the mother took them to the crèche or when they started primary school. There's always that cry as if, God, because the child felt, I'm not ready to leave my nest to come here, to be among this group of children. But nevertheless, the mama or the papa left them at the school. Next day, small, the child will cry. Then small, as the days go on, as the weeks go on, the crying stopped. And the child become a student. Most times even the best. You can never completely be ready before you start anything that is good for your life. So the truth is, we have excuses. I remember asking myself questions like, do I really have time? Can I actually learn this? What if I don't understand technology? What if I start and it doesn't work? These were the questions I was asking myself when I had the opportunity to start a digital business, when I had this opportunity to start learning digital skills, when I had this opportunity, or when this opportunity come across me, like it's coming across you now, to start learning digital skills that I can use or leverage system to create multiple sources of income alongside my paid job, I was like, wow, I'm a nurse. When will I have time to do this? My kids are this. My time is this. My kakeke is this. My kakaka is this. I gave all those plenty excuses. And at the end of the day, 2 years passed, I am still in the square one. So, and perhaps some of you listening today have similar questions, or even those that we watch the replay. Do you have similar questions? Especially when you are working long hours, raising a family, building a life in a new country, or simply trying to keep everything together. You can become so busy surviving today that you stop thinking about what your life could look like tomorrow. It's true. We become so involved, so immersed in our day-to-day activities, in our daily income activities, that we totally forgot to think about this thing I'm doing like this today. Where will I be tomorrow with it? I am not saying that working is wrong. I am working as a nurse. But what we are talking about is learning things that can improve your life tomorrow, learning skills, especially if you are living in countries where technology is in abundance. There is electricity, there is internet, and everything is going digitally now. Tell me a traditional shop around your area that don't use the internet to advertise their goods once in a while. They pay people to do those things for them. Why not learn skills and reach those people, and you can be the one advertising for them? And it may not even cost you anything or much, because nothing is free, even in free time. Okay, so the thing I think about is, if you could keep doing exactly what you're doing today, what will you be 1 year from now? Example, there is this adage that says the clear definition of madness is somebody doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. That's a clear definition of madness, especially when you are expecting yourself to get different types of results, but you still keep doing the same thing and keep getting the same results. Just think about it. Because the same routine, if you ask me now to close my eyes to go to my place of work, I can really do that. If not that, I will put my life in danger and put the life of other road users in danger. Because this is something I've been doing for God knows how long. So I can really close my eyes. If they say, let there be no bicycle, let there be no car, let there be nobody, no person. Even if there are movements, I can close my eyes and go to my work. Because it has been a routine. So are you the same? Because you are so used to the routine, you don't want to think about changing. You're waiting when you are out of this routine before you take a change. Or same financial pressure, same lack of time, especially we nurses, we people that work in the health sectors. We always complain, I don't have time, because most of us run irregular Eurostar timetables. So by the time you're recuperating from this time, you're going to another time. Then some of us is same dream you've been postponing. You have good dreams. Of course, most of us immigrants, we have good dreams while we are coming here. Probably one thing or another catch our eyes, and we forgot the main dream that brought us here. So now I'm not saying you should suddenly quit your job. I never said that, because I am still working and earning salary. But I know that my salary is my security. But building something of my own alongside that salary is what will make me wealthy. Ask me tomorrow. So I am also not saying that what I am talking about here, that there is a magic button that you just go and you press it and you change your life overnight. That's not what I'm saying. I'm simply saying, what is that one thing that you can start learning? Maybe it's a digital skill like I learned. Maybe it is learning how to use social media more effectively. Maybe it is understanding how online marketing works. Maybe it's exploring how side business work. Most of us have never tried something else apart from that place they are going and they are paying them. Why not start learning something along the side that can be useful for you tomorrow? You know why? One day your work will stop. Even if it did not stop because of eventualities of life, it will stop because you're going on retirement. Then after that retirement, what next? What next? We are living so long and so young these days that even though they say we should stop at 67, if you have a very good health and you stop at 67, do you think that you cannot do something with your life for the next 20 years or 30 years? Ask yourself. So whatever you learn, any skill you learn, and nobody will take it away from you. But that paid job might leave you one day. I'm not cursing you, but I'm stating the reality. So you may also, maybe it's even finally, taking the course that you've been postponing, postponing, yeah? For example, you want to speak languages and you say, next year I will learn Italy. I love Italy so much. Next year I will learn France. For those of us not speaking France, you keep postponing them. And you are dreaming to travel to these countries after your retirement. Don't wait until retirement, please. Start now. So your first step today doesn't have to change your entire life, but it will change something that will grow into something that will grow into something. Before you know it, you have become, what do they call it before? Skill acquisition in one particular aspect of life. And that small direction you took, that small change can, change the direction of your life. And that's something I've learned through my own journey with BNILOMS Digital. I didn't start because I knew everything. I started because I was willing to learn something I didn't know. And that distinction is important. I started because I realized that I needed options and that I can have options, that I can create options. Who said that I should die a civil servant? Who said that I should die only being a nurse? Nobody said that. And I did not say that. And I realized that the world has grown into a global market and everybody have a shot into it. So why not I? So sometimes we think we need confidence before we begin. Take the first step. Learn something. We make a mistake. You ask a question. You try again. And slowly you realize, wait a minute, maybe I actually can do this. How would you know you will fail when you have not even started? Because most of all, that is the excuse they give. Oh, come on, you will fail. How would you know you will fail? You will fail from the tree when you have not even climbed the tree. Climb first, and let's see how you will fail. So today, I want to ask you just about one question. What have you been postponing that could potentially change your future? What have you been postponing that could eventually or potentially change your future? And more importantly, what is one small step you can take towards is this week. We are in the weekend. According to me, our week starts tomorrow. My week starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, is the first day of my new week. Ask yourself, what can you do today? What action can you take today that will change your week? What that one small step you can take. And I want to tell you also, don't worry about having the whole road mapped out. No. If a businessman want to know the outcome of his business, the whole outcome of the venture that he want to take in, he will not do it. That's why sometimes when people want to start a business, when they go to the bank, give loan and put how do they call it? They have a name, eventualities, because you don't know what will happen tomorrow, but still they will take that giant step of faith. You only need to see the next step, not the whole map. You don't have to know the whole thing. Just know the first step you want to take. Because sometimes the biggest change in our lives doesn't begin with a giant decision. It begins with a simple one: I am willing to learn. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here today. That I am willing to learn. I need a change. I am willing to make a change. I am willing to do this. I am willing to acquire a skill. That's all. That's all it needs for you to move that your leg. Take that action. If you don't know, that is why I am here. At BNILOMS Digital, we help people, immigrant women, healthcare professionals, anybody, overwhelmed workers that want to learn something digitally alongside their paid job. That's why I am here. All it needs is DM me your name and email address or contact me through this channel. Let's have a discussion. And I will let you know the steps I took. And most importantly, we are offering 1 full year free information on digital skills. Why not try it? You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. And remember, your current situation may explain where you are today, but it doesn't have to determine where you will be tomorrow. Should I repeat it again? Your current situation may explain where you are today, but it doesn't have to determine where you will be tomorrow. So, my sister, my brother, my friend, the question is, what could change if you stopped waiting? Thank you again for being with me today. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, like, comment, share. If you don't need what I'm saying, there must be somebody in your page or in your channel that will hear something like this and take a step of faith to better their life. Till I come your way again, I still remain Blessing BNILOMS, a Nigerian by birth, a Belgian by choice, and a digital owner by deliberate decision. Because I believe choice is the blueprint of destiny. You are highly welcome to study digital training with me and with my group and my community. Thank you, and see you again soon.